Hello, my seedlings. I have been told that the all of the natural sounds that you hear are exactly what you need to hear. I've always wanted a very professional quality sound to these meditations, and sign after sign I would get the raw sounds that are everywhere is exactly the confirmation that someone needs. So I'm being told now is a good time to go into a deep meditation. And right now, listen to this exactly when it feels like I just want to sit down and have a heart to heart conversation with myself. And sometimes we think that what we need to hear are words, and sometimes that is the case, but I'm being told that the bird sounds that you're going to be hearing, they're all natural. I have my back door open, and I have been very connected to Gaia, and every single time I would ask for a confirmation with an animal, a spirit animal, I would get it immediately. Immediately. So I've been told that what you need to do is connect deeply with Gaia, right? You need to connect deeply with Gaia and use her as signs when you need a physical sign. Because you are so deeply connected with nature, and nature is just so magical. Like the types of flowers that you can see actually blooming in nature, and how people get so creative with nature, with trees, with animals. This can give you like very, very unique signs. So if you think about a flower, right? Maybe in your dream you see this very weird flower, maybe different colors, very odd. You can say, can I see this confirmation in my physical world? And make sure that if you, I wouldn't say you purposely miss signs, but sometimes you don't think that, oh, well, this sign is for me. Like, you see a sign and you're just like, I don't think that's really for me. Um, I have to see it again in order for me to believe that this is a sign for me. And the universe just laughs, and it's just like, you asked for this oddly specific sign, and then now you're seeing it, and now you're like convincing yourself that, you know what, maybe my intuition is just like, it's playing games with me right now. Like, why should I believe this? You start, maybe your analytical brain works more than your spiritual, like, intuition. Like, you give that more power, and so the angels and yourself and your higher self is really just letting you know, like, when you see a sign, that is for you. And if little signs aren't, like, you know good enough for you, let's say, right? Because the universe can, like, unlimited signs for you with nature, with flowers, with birds, with insects, with anything to do with Gaia. Anything, if you connect deeply and you think about nature and you think about Gaia, what are, like, what, there's so much to think about. Literally, like, you can think of a yellow, a blue, a black, a white, a multicolored butterfly with such intricate geometry, right? And you're just like, oh my gosh, like, when you think about a flower, not one flower looks the same, right? So you can ask for these huge signs and say, I want to see a flower, right? That looks like it's in the shape of a heart, looks like it's in the shape of a star, or you know how people can do ice molds, and they can do ice molds into hearts, into snowmen, into anything. You can literally ask, I want to see like fruit, ice, anything shaped as stars, a moon, you know, anything that's very oddly specific, a giraffe, an elephant. Like, you can have fun with your signs. And I feel like sometimes when you think of signs, it's very like strict, right? And it's only like numbers, and it's only direct signs, and you never think that signs can be fun. Which your angels are like, that's not true. So I'm being told that that was the like a direct message that you needed to hear in the beginning, and now it's like really time to start like humming and letting our environment really speak, with random signs that I get visually. But I'm going to now change the direction of the meditation, right? Because right now it's like getting really connected. So these meditations will be very, very personal, like extremely, extremely personal to somebody that only likes to sit down and listen to an audio, like needs everything to be very quiet, needs alone time, and just wants to deeply meditate. And you might really like to participate in activities like gardening, right? Or like eating plants and taking trips. Like, that's something that you would really love and you enjoy, and you feel like it really connects you to your heart space. And the angels are saying that yes, this truly, truly deeply connects you to your heart space. But you need to make sure that when you garden, or when you like take lots of trips with beautiful plants, you have to make sure that you're using it to connect to your heart space and not using it to distract yourself. Because sometimes we want dopamine, right? And it's not even like we need a connection to your heart, but we need dopamine. And sometimes we garden and we do things that distract us, right? Like, distractions are very, very, very easy to fall into, especially with us, because our feelings are so big, are so huge, that it's kind of scary to like really dive deep into them immediately. So when you get these feelings, you kind of back up and you say, okay, I don't want to feel this all at once, so I'm gonna go ahead and escape. And sometimes you garden, and these escape mechanisms, some of them aren't the worst, right? Like, some of the things that you do that you think that you escape with at first ends up being something that connects you even deeper. So some of the things that connects you deeper when you garden or when you take lots of trips is listening to music, listening to music. And sometimes you want to listen to music with words, but I'm also being told that you need to listen to a lot of frequencies and humming. I've been listening to a lot of humming lately. Humming has been like, I don't know why, but it's been so beautiful, and it's kind of been like very nurturing. It's been very, very nurturing. And my body has been wanting to go next to a body of water. Like my body wants to dive into an ocean right now and just like feel like the ocean. And right now, like, if you're very, very like, I need to feel it, I need to feel it, I need to feel it, um, I would suggest getting like a sugar scrub, because sugar scrubs kind of help, especially if you're someone that can't take like absence salt. I think that's how you say it, baths. Then sugar, um, and if you don't have sugar scrubs, and I believe you can just like, if you have like a body wash or something, I think maybe you can like add some kind of like salt to it, but I wouldn't add it to the whole bottle because I don't know exactly how that works. But I'm being told that you can like add some salt maybe to your body wash, a little bit of it, you know, those travel sized ones. You can put some of your soap in there and just add a little bit of salt, just so it can kind of feel like you're in sand. um I don't know exactly how safe that is. But I'm just getting that like feeling of wanting to do it. So just do your own research before doing any of this. Just make sure that when you're like listening to these, you use your discernment, because just because I'm saying it doesn't mean to do it, but to imagine that you're doing it with that sugar scrub. So if it's not safe to put salt in your like in your body wash or anything to make it like um a little grainy, then don't do it. Or you can do like a mud, right? If that's not safe, okay. I'm hearing dog bark, so maybe like mud scrubs. So getting some like very finely like dirt or very fine like soil, and just adding a little bit of water to that, and then just, you know, putting that in a travel size, and then just using that in the shower just to really, really connect with Gaia. And yes, it will be pretty dirty at first, right? But it feels like your body is like really asking for this, like this deep, deep connection to Gaia and nature. So if that doesn't really work out and you don't really like it, then just really taking intentional baths, like really like thinking about your bath and using scents that really make you happy, and playing music or frequencies that really, really make you happy and connect you to your heart space, and just really deeply connecting with yourself. And I'm being told that these are going to be days where like you don't need to like wash your hair or anything, right? This is just mainly focusing on your body. And you can do this on hair days or deep exfoliation days, I'm being told. Um, if you're the kind of person that doesn't really take very long in the bath or in the shower, it's time to, you know, take a little bit longer and deeply, deeply connect with yourself, or have like a little bit more frequent showers, but knowing that these frequent showers, you know, some of them can be very, very deep and intentional, and some can be very fast. Like, okay, I don't have that much time. This is gonna be, but you don't want to be in a rushed mode when you're doing this. You want to be like, I have enough time today. Today's my day off, or I have the weekend off, or anything. I have some alone time. It's time to just get in the bath and literally just listen to whatever you want. Like, just think that no one is judging you right now. No one is judging you for what you're listening to. Listen to frequencies and hear them while you're taking a bath. And if you don't want to do a speaker, go ahead and do like, I'm being told like waterproof headphones or anything like that would be really good and beneficial, but make sure not to dunk your head, because soap and stuff, like creates a lot of residue in watches or headphones, because just because it's waterproof doesn't mean that it's soap proof. And I would know by experience. Sometimes I would take showers with my watch because I have POTS, so I have to make sure that my heart rate isn't going too high and when to rest. And my watch stopped working and I had no idea why. And I'm being told that it was well, I wasn't being told right now, but at the time that it was because of the soap. And I was like, okay. So just make sure that you deeply read everything that you're using when you're taking a bath and when you're following these meditations and like these instructions to the meditations. And I'm being told that right now this is just the message that wants to come through, and that we will do a humming in a different episode. But right now, some actual like verbal communication was being told and was being asked of you. And just remember to like really deeply ask for signs, like, and to really like step over that mental. Right now there's like, you've been hearing a lot about taking a leap of faith. Like, you've been constantly hearing it's time to take a leap of faith, and I'm being told right now that that leap of faith is a mental leap of faith. Like, it is like, because right now you're thinking of like a physical leap, right? You're thinking, well, this is a physical leap that I have to do, but it's not a physical leap. It's gonna be like a mental, spiritual leap where you have, like, in the past, maybe broken trust with your intuition, and now you're really, really scared to listen to your intuition. But I'm being told that it's time to listen back into your center. It's time to listen to yourself. It's time to breathe. Take really, really deep breaths. I love you, my precious baby. I love you. You are so beautiful, my baby. Yeah, you're so beautiful. So beautiful. You're gonna do amazing things. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you, my darling. I believe in you. Thank you, Burr. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you. I've loved you so much. I'm so glad you're back. I've been tending to the garden. Our heart space is a garden. Full of beautiful flowers and trees in the most perfect weather ever. I knew you'd be back one day. I knew you would. You know, this used to be our safe space. Where we would come and hide and remind ourselves that everything was going to be okay. And slowly all of the flowers stopped blooming. All the flowers stopped blooming. We would stare at flowers. And it felt like the colors stopped looking the same after a while. We stopped paying attention to butterflies and rainbows and clouds and trees. We used to connect so deeply to nature and to Gaia and water ourselves all of the time. Because while we were watering flowers, we were watering ourselves. When we were nurturing nature, it felt like we were nurturing ourselves. When you've had any kind of pets, because animals are part of Gaia, when you've seen a thirsty squirrel, a thirsty bird, a thirsty cat, anything that needs water and nutrition, you would try your best to give back to nature, always. you've always been this person. And right now, the number that I'm seeing very clearly is 1112 and 1044. And right now I have a blue candle on and also a green candle on. Blue candle signifying for the throat chakra. So I've been pausing these audios when it feels like my throat chakra is closing. But I don't know if I should keep that in. Maybe it can help you kind of clear your throat as well, or have those as confirmations. And I also have a green candle on right now, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn on a orange candle as well. Okay, and I just got a notification on my phone about trust your feelings and intuition. They will definitely not deceive you. The moon enters Pisces. And I also have another message. While I was turning on the candles, I had a very strong feeling about turning on the orange candle, a red candle, a white candle, and a yellow candle. And I had some trouble with the orange candle, no trouble with the red, a little spark with the white, and a lot of trouble with the yellow. So that may be indications with these chakras. So for some reason, I'm being told that the solar plexus needs a little bit more attention right now. So listen to more frequencies for solar. Really for all of these, for your heart, your throat, um, your sacral, your root. And the white, I would say, maybe is the crown, I would say. And yellow is solar plexus. So sometimes when I think about the crown chakra, I sometimes think about it as like this, like beautiful emerald color. But it's very hard to find candles in this color, so I try to get that color in rocks, or it doesn't have to be like a true emerald, but anything with that color, or anything artificially made with that color. So if there's some colors that are like, oh my gosh, I just love that color, and maybe it's like a very expensive jewel, I would just try to find something just with that exact color, because it's not the jewel itself but the color of it that, like, if it's something that's attainable, then go ahead and get it, right? Or if you see it somewhere and you're like, well, that shop really doesn't sell, you know, very authentic rocks. But the thing is that it's your intention that you put into the rock. So if you make it feel like a diamond, it's gonna feel like a diamond. If you make it feel like an emerald, it's gonna feel like an emerald, okay? And you can really do this with any rocks. Literally, you can get just like rocks from your backyard, or any like rocks next to the ocean, to the lake, to the river, that just call your name and just have some kind of significance to you. And I'm seeing a blue jay right now, so that can be a huge confirmation. Blue jays, I think, signify communication, and they have been so active in the month of April and so beautiful. I love blue jays. I think they're known for being a little aggressive. But the thing is that sometimes we have to really like hone into that feeling, because that helps us set boundaries. That really helps us, like, sometimes we have to be mean in some instances when someone is maybe taking advantage of your niceness. Sometimes you can just like step out of the situation, but if you're not able to step out of the situation, then it's time to set boundaries and just be like, I rather not talk about that. Well, that's none of your business. You have every right to say that to somebody. If someone's like pestering or like trying to get information out of you, and maybe you're at work and they're making it like, well, now you have to say something. You can literally just say that's none of your business. My life, I love my life. And the videos that I make, the music that I make, comes from my heart. So even if you don't think it's good, well, that's a personal opinion. But I listen to my music all the time. I listen to my videos all of the time. I'm a Leo, so I don't mind saying this out loud because I've said it to myself. I have moments where I'm very self-centered, and you know what? That is okay. It's okay to be self-centered and say, this world is mine. And if I want to listen to that song, if I want to make that video, like, if I want to, like, for me, making like these videos with like tarot, or having these videos of me talking one-to-one with you, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's really scary to do that and to post it, because I just feel like I'm being judged. And I don't even, it's so funny because I don't even care about being judged by strangers, but I care more about being judged by people that I know in real life. Maybe you're just like me because we're mirrors to each other to an extent, right? But maybe you're very like outgoing and unique and very weird and crazy as a kid, and it feels like maybe school disciplined that out of you, and you really just let that fun side of you die. And it's so crazy because as a kid, I'm seeing 11, 22, but it feels like as a kid, you are like literally like this fun was beaten out of you, by like even as simple as like timeout or like clips being moved in school. Like, that may be insignificant to an adult, right? But sometimes, like, especially like in kindergarten through like, I want to say like 5th grade, they make they condition the kid to follow the rules. And if they know that if they get in trouble with school, they get in trouble at home, then that's going to be a perfect puppet right there. Because then the teacher can see them stepping out of line just a little bit and they can exaggerate it, And maybe this happened to you as a kid, through these grades, like pre-K to maybe 4th grade, 5th grade, even up to high school, I would say. But maybe that's why you're so like determined to be a teacher, because you're like, I can be patient. I can see the light in kids. I want to see the light in children. But you start noticing, wait, but I don't have any patience for actual children, right? But you have patience to make videos like this. And then you start thinking, oh, you know what? This isn't even actually for children, because the children are so connected to source. that what you truly need and what you truly want is to talk to an inner child. You know, to the inner child that is still in there, that no longer feels connected to source. You know. And I'm also seeing Yaya Bay. I don't know. Let me see. So maybe that's something that you need to listen to. Or maybe there's a confirmation here. Let me see. So the name songs that I'm seeing is You Up, Meet Me in Brooklyn, Pour Up, Intro, and Fuck It Then. And the other ones that I'm seeing is Do It Afraid, Dream Girl, Wake Up Bitch, Remember Your North Star, Exodes the North Star, Tenfold. And I'm seeing a beautiful quote on her page. It says, Suffering is promised all, to all, but so is joy. And it's like you have to find peace in that duality. I love that so much. And I hope that this is okay that I'm doing this, but I'm also going to be kind of reading why she wrote this album. It says, I wrote this album from the most vulnerable parts of me, which, contrary to many people want to believe about me, is not my trauma, but my desire to love, to feel joy, to be free. In this life, pain and loss are promised to us. It takes real courage to dance in the face of the inevitable, to savor the now and make it beautiful. I come from a people who are masters at this. Onlookers like to make a spectacle of us, rob us of our nuance. But the truth is, we are brave, resilient, and joyful. I made this album for us. May we continue to do it afraid. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And you can actually send them if you have Spotify. You can literally send them like via Cash App money and stuff. So that's beautiful. It's amazing. So if you really want to support her, and her name is Yaya, Yaya, and then her last initial is Bey. But I truly feel like this was like a message, like a huge, huge message. Mainly because my throat chakra was like, was tightening. It was very, very tight. And I was very, very thirsty throughout this whole message. So that could also be something for you. Is make sure that you're drinking lots of water, and make sure that if you feel like you can't speak your truth, like you don't have what it takes to speak your truth, or maybe you can't speak your truth to that person anymore, try humming. Just and make sure that you have your heart over your hand and a heart over your belly while you're doing this, and you can pat these areas. And I felt like after doing that, for some reason, it's like whatever was blocking my throat is like, feels like it's leaving, it's gone. Because I've been having a lot of trouble listening to my intuition and trusting my intuition and my inner child. And so now it's time to really like tune in and listen, right? It's time to tune in and listen. And really just be honest with yourself. Sit down, be honest with yourself, either through voice memos to yourself, if you need them and want them recorded, or you can just say them to yourself when you have alone time. Write them down. Write them in a Word document, in a journal, in a diary. Say them, be honest with yourself in the shower. Be honest with yourself when you're gardening, when you're taking trips. You know, be very vulnerable with yourself. Because the more vulnerable you are with yourself, the more vulnerable you can be with others. The more truthful you can be to yourself, the more truthful you can be to others with what you really need. Because you're not alone in this life. You've never been alone in this life. You never will be alone in this life. I promise you. I love you. I love you so much. And I'm going to cut these into parts so this isn't 2 hours long. I love you. Bye.